Welcome back to Daily Mix. I'm Anna from Vivianna Does Makeup.
And I'm Lily Pebbles, and today I'm going to be teaching Anna a few easy nail art ideas. Now, I'm no pro, but I'm not. I'm just self-taught, but I think the whole thing with nail art is to just have some confidence and just kind of give it a go, and I've failed many times, but I've got a few ideas here that I'm going to show you. Have you tried nail art before?
Never. I've tried a few of the wraps, and I've done a few like dots here and there.
Yeah.
But I mean, this is some serious nail art stuff we're getting onto.
Okay, let's give it a go. I've got a few tools here that I'd recommend if you're going to give it a go. Nail dotting tool is pretty much an essential.
Have one of those.
Good. You can get one from Bourjois. It's pretty cheap. It's got like a big dot on one end and a smaller on the other one. You can get a pack from Amazon, which are pretty cheap as well. Loads of nail colours here, a bit of cotton wool nail polish remover in case of any accidents. And then I like to have a little plate. I don't know if this is what people do, but I basically just found an old plate in my house that we weren't using, and I use this as my nail polish plate. So you'll see how I use it in a minute.
I've heard you could use tin foil.
That's probably a much better idea. I quite like seeing all the nail polish.
I know, I've just been standing here like going, oh, I really like that colour.
Exactly. Okay, so let's start with paint palette nails, which I think I made this one up. I'm not really sure. I was bored one night, so let's give it a go. So we've already painted our nails white with Barry M white nail polish.
That's a good one.
So we've got 5 colours. So we're going to start with the yellow. Why don't you take the Barry M one? I'll take one from Topshop. Any yellow will do. It doesn't matter about brands. Use whatever colours you have. So with the paint palette nails, you can kind of just be quite rough with it. The whole idea is just kind of a swipe of colour.
Okay.
So what I like to do is take most of the product off the brush, because you don't want to end up kind of blobbing your nail full of product. You can always kind of reapply. With the yellow, you want to do it at the left top tip. So literally going to do a swipe of yellow. Simple.
Okay.
Perfect. You can always go over it if you don't have enough. So next we're going to do the turquoise block, our favourite nail polish.
Love this shade.
So the brushes on these Bourjois polishes are quite wide. So again, take off most of the product. Leave a little bit on. And then I'm going to do a kind of diagonal stripe. So if you mess up, just...
Okay.
I mean,
oh yeah, okay.
So I didn't do it perfect first time, but if you just kind of give it another go.
Okay, let's give this a go. I love this shade.
So don't cover too much of the nail. You've got a smaller nail than me, so just do a little. You can use the edge of the brush for a little stripe. Perfect. Right, the next colour is Essie Watermelon, my new favourite.
I really want this shade.
Now, just kind of assess your nail. You want some white to still show through, so if you haven't got that much space, just do like a little swipe. No pressure. Perfect, that's fine.
Dollop?
Yeah.
Dollop.
It's a paint palette. It's meant to look like the plate pretty much, so messier the better.
The plate but on your nails.
I think we could, maybe you might have to wait a bit for your pink one to dry, because if you're going to overlap, you kind of want the nail polish to be dry. Okay. So the next colour is green. Green fizz? Green fizz.
You've used a lot of that.
So you can take the green right to the corner, so there's still a little bit of space in the middle for the orange.
Okay, so kind of there-ish.
A bit further into the corner.
There.
Go on. Perfect.
There you go. It's quite easy with that brush, actually.
Yeah, because you can use like the thinner side. Wait for that to dry, because the orange one goes right on top, so you want to make sure the nail polish underneath is dry.
Okay.
This is your favourite, isn't it? You like this one?
I love it mainly because of the name.
Melly Melon.
Melly Melon.
Right, so this is the final one, and this can kind of overlap on the yellow and the green. I think the messier, the better. Okay, so yours is pretty much dry. So if you want to get this kind of flicky edge to it, use the wide side of the brush and then turn it. But you'd have to try and be fancy.
Okay, that sounds a bit fancy.
Just go over the yellow and the green. Not all the way yet. Exactly, just like that. So that's pretty much the paint palette nails done, and then you can just finish with a top coat. I like to use Sèche Vite. A little tip when you're doing nail art is to completely wait for it to dry, like wait a long time. I watched something on TV, because otherwise you spend hours doing this and then you just kind of
smudge it with your top coat.
So I like to use Sèche Vite, and I take a huge dollop, like don't be stingy.
Okay.
So
it doesn't
take it right
smudge.
to the edge as well, yeah.
Okay.
So that's paint palette nails. Really easy and fun and just something a bit different and from afar. The thing with nail art as well, like everything looks good from afar, so don't worry about being too neat. People always say, wow, your nails. I'm like, don't look too close.
Yeah, she does always say that.
So yeah,
I like
the
that.
first nail done.
There you go.
Good.
Paint palette nails done.
Okay, so let's go on to the dots, which is the one that looks probably the most impressive, but it's the easiest.
I don't believe you on this one.
It's easy.
Okay.
This is where the plate comes in. So we're going to use the plate to put the polish on. So don't worry about all this. This is all dried up. It's old. We're going to start with the darkest colour. And what I do is take a little dot. You really don't need much. You don't want to waste your nail polish.
How many colours are you using here?
3.
Okay.
And you don't want to wait too long because the nail polish will start getting a bit tacky.
Shall I grab my dotting tool?
Yeah.
And we're using the
bigger side.
bigger side.
Literally, dot, dot. Now my hands are shaking. Dot.
Okay, you've made that look ridiculously easy.
That's all you have to do for the first part.
Okay. And then what do you do with your
So
dirty
if you want to
dotter?
put a bit of nail polish remover on cotton pad, you can put it there and just use that. But we're going to use the same colour again, so it doesn't really matter.
Okay.
So you're going to take that colour again. Now the little trick I have with dots to make them look neat is when you do the second line of dots, you want to do it in between the other two. So like there, there and there.
Okay.
So it's like alternate. That's what makes it look kind of
Okay.
cool. So I'm going to do the same thing in between. One there. One there. And one there.
Okay.
There you go.
There you go.
So now we're going to take that green fizz colour again. For this one I'm just doing 3 different shades of blue. You can literally do whatever you want.
It's quite nice, like a little ombre dot.
Yeah, I'm actually not doing it in order of ombre, but you could definitely do that, that would be cool. So we're going to do the same thing again, with the same big side, and just take it the other side. Can you see how it makes it look so much neater?
Yeah, it makes it look like
doing
you're
that.
doing it diagonally.
Learning that from Kath Kidson, all her dots are staggered.
Oh.
There you go, because you have little nails, you probably only have room for one more, so you can do one more green dot there. I'm going to do another line, because apparently I've got huge nails compared to you. If you feel like you have too much product, you can just dot the plate before you dot your nail.
Oh, that's a good idea.
And if you get a little bit on your nail, just take like an orange stick. You can just use it on its own or get a bit of cotton wool and nail polish remover. That kind of neatens it up. Gone. All right, so for the final colour, I'm just going to use a light blue.
Is this Blue No Blues?
Yes, it is.
I love this shade.
I love this one too.
Going in between again.
Yeah. Do you already feel like more confident with it?
Yeah, the dotting tool is so easy, ridiculously easy to use.
It like does all the work for you. So that's pretty much the dots done. If you want to get a bit fancier, you can take the small end of the dotting tool and use your base colour, so ours is white. And if you use a bit of white and go inside one of the dots, it ends up with just like a little circle, which can be really cool.
Fancy.
And you can play around, depends how confident you get with it. Okay, so the final one, which is a little bit more tricky.
You're testing me.
I have failed at this many times, but you just got to keep trying. I think I've got it down now. So let's give the daisies a go. I think they're the most impressive. So I'm going to do the same thing and put a bit of white onto my plate. Okay, so the idea for the daisies, they have 5 petals.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like a star. If you think about drawing a star, I kind of go like that. Think about it in your head.
Yeah.
But then you just want to round off the star.
Okay.
It's basically a star with rounded edges. I'm going to basically do 5 dots in the shape of a star. You're making me nervous.
Sorry. I'm really watching you.
And then you kind of just want to connect them. Let's see if this works.
That's worked.
Yeah, so, and so then once you're done and you're like, that one looks like it could have a little bit more. As long as you don't wait for the polish to dry, you can just add to it. There you go.
Done. That looks really, really good.
So it's up to you how many you do. Sometimes I do smaller ones, so I can do a few more. I think I've just done quite a huge one right in the middle, so I'll probably just do 2. But I always think it's nice, don't do it right in the middle like I did, do them bits to the side.
Okay, I'm gonna attempt 3, or maybe 2.
Let's see. Where you have space, you could just put a little dot of white, which is what I've done. Done it in a square. So you've kind of done it in a bit of a square, but try and join it up and see if it works. Do the middle dot, that's the main one, yeah?
Okay.
It's all trial and error though, seriously. The amount of times I've done my nails and then it's been a disaster and I've tried again.
That doesn't look that bad.
There you go, it's fine.
There you go.
Fixed it. But now you know for the next one to do kind of a triangle and then 2 on the side. That's how I visualise. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
So I'm going to try and do another one before this white gets too tacky.
Shall I attempt another one too? They look a bit like gingerbread men. A bit white. Okay. I'm going for 2 random dots.
There you go. Right. So clean up your dotting tool and then we've just got the yellow bit in the middle and that's it.
Okay.
But you just need a tiny bit for like 2 dots. Oh, I just put loads on. All right, so you don't really need to wait for the white to dry because it's just gonna be 1 clean dot. Bang in the middle.
Oh, it looks so good.
I am so impressed.
Really?
Does this make me a good teacher?
It does.
You're doing really well.
A-star student right there.
That's it. And the same thing, especially when you're doing like a floral pattern, wait for it to dry. When you can see that there's like quite a lot of polish on there, if you do like a big dot, just wait.
Just wait.
The amount of times I've done a whole nail thing and then I've gone to my sèche-vite on, it's just turned into like a blue nail. I'm like, no. So wait.
I love that.
Yeah, I think you've done so well. I'm really proud.
I think you've been a very good teacher.
They literally look exactly the same.
I think you should thumbs up this video if you want Lily to do more nail art tutorials because
I have to like teach myself some more because I don't really. Yeah, but thank you for watching and yeah, I'm really glad. I really hope you guys enjoyed this and you can try it at home. If you do try it at home, send us an Instagram photo at DailyMix TV because I would love to see them, especially the paint palette one because I made that up myself.
A Lily Pebbles original.
So thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it and we'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.
So the first one I bought was like kind of illuminating concealers and I've got the Collection 2000 Illuminating Touch and the YSL Tint Touche Clay. If you tried either